This drill music don't come because these shorties ain't got no knowledge and they just stupid. These shorties been through something. And they angry because they don't have the resources or the people or the community to help them overcome. So they do it themselves. And their way of doing it is like, I gotta protect me.
Welcome to another episode of the Next Breath Podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Bell, fashion designer and CEO of 14th Pharaoh Apparel, where style reigns supreme. Here, we aim to breathe life into the next generation of dreamers, doers, and changemakers. Every breath we take here is a reminder that the future belongs to the youth, and it's up to us to create a change. Before we dive in, I want to take a moment to thank God, the ultimate giver of grace and inspiration, for this opportunity and platform, because without him, none of this would be possible. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay updated on future episodes. So everyone, today's guest is someone who turned movement into momentum, rhythm into a revolution, and a viral moment into a legacy. He's not just a dancer, artist, and creator. He's a symbol of resilience, creativity, and heart. You've seen the DLOW Shuffle and felt the energy of the Do It Like Me challenge, but today, you are going to get to meet the man behind the moves. So please welcome to the Next Breath Podcast. I am DLOW.
Yo. What's up, family? How y'all feeling?
Yeah. I just want to say thank you for being on this podcast, DLOW. We appreciate you, man. Real.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. The pleasure is all mine, man. Thank you for having such God-driven podcast that allows us to really dive into who he is and just motivate our people, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's start off with the vibe check real quick.
Let's do it.
DLOW, how are you feeling today, and what's something that made you smile this week?
I'm feeling blessed beyond measures. Just so grateful that God chose me today. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that made me smile this week, a lot of people don't know, but I work in a therapeutic day school. And at this therapeutic day school, we cater to kids with IEPs and like behavioral issues, some of the worst in the state. And man, just this week, we just been making so many breakthroughs. We have reversed their IEPs. The things that these people have written about them in the course of the years had put this certain stigma to these kids. We've completely like did a 360 in their mental, they so in school, the reading levels, the mathematical levels, like in totality, the shift is so uh, God is so good. So my whole week has just been fulfilled with like making helping these kids really check off these achievements and just take the next step towards just being a better version of themselves.
Man, that's actually beautiful, bro. Like,
Yes, sir.
that's awesome, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man, for real.
Appreciate that, bro. For real.
So most people know you for the DLOW Shuffle or the Do It Like Me challenge, but
Yep.
more on it, who is DLOW behind the music and the moves?
Um, I am D-Lo is son of the kingdom. I am D-Lo is a father, brother, teacher, uh, community activist, determined, loyal, optimistic, willing to learn. And I'm really just a look God, one of his disciples, and just doing the work, doing the work, not for myself, because I'm not here living for me. I'm living for God and certain and my assignment is to make more disciples, to make more and break these cycles, these generational strongholds that's been breaking our people, showing them that God is the truth, the way. We live in God, and He lives through us. So just trying to teach them how to like ignite that be the reality. I'm just, man, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm present. I'm alive. I'm happy. I'm healthy. D-Lo is I'm you. You me. We are him. You know. So that's who I am. Despite the music, despite the popularity, despite I'm a human here, living, maintaining, pursuing Christ through everything that I do.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. Soldier of God, stomping with your
Come
boots,
on, say it.
maintaining. I feel you,
Say
man.
it, bro. Come on. No, that's right.
I had a lot of friends, and they actually introduced me to the DLOW Shuffle. Like they knew the full move, everything,
Come
bro.
on.
Like they
Come
knew
on.
they had all the moves, right? And when I first heard the song, I really liked it because like it actually makes you want to like bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like the hook of it, everything about it, the beat just makes you want to actually like get into
Say
it. You know what
that,
I'm
bro.
saying?
Say that, bro.
So I wanted to know like what inspired your DLOW Shuffle, and how did you imagine it would? Did you ever imagine it would become like a global dance move like this?
Um, Honestly, man, I made D-Lo Shuffle with no direction, no expectations. Bopping, the culture of bopping was already a thing. Despite me and Chemo being the Bop Kings, been had originated in the culture of us. So that's what we did every day, every hour, every second, every minute. If you were from out west around the time I dropped D-Lo Shuffle, you know, like bopping was our like that was our way to express ourselves. That was our way to collectively come together and just have a good time. It was the culture. Um, So D-Lo Shuffle was like a routine that I already made that routine up a long time ago. We used to do this routine at all the parties, all the whatever, because it made us look good. We looked unified. We was pulling up, killing it, and then it was like, man, who? So D-Lo Shuffle was already a thing, right? It was supposed to be the Bop King Shuffle. Me and Chemo was supposed to make that song together, but unfortunately, we end up going through these life challenges that made us kind of like separate. You know what I'm saying? So I end up making D-Lo Shuffle my homie's crib, 5 o'clock in the morning in his basement. And I didn't write the lyrics. I just freestyled that. I remember I'm like, man, I got this routine. It was months since me and Chemo stopped talking. But I don't know, man. Out of the blue. Like I woke up, I woke him up and he got up for me. I'm like, man, we gotta record this song. It's gonna change my life. Like I feel it. I just had this moment. And it's like, listen, bro, I don't know if people in tune with the spiritual realm, but I'm up. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. My spirit is at a high. It's like I'm so high in spirit. I wake him up, man. We in the basement. We get right into the booth. I record it. Just I'm like figuring out what to say as I'm doing a take, baby. It looked like I'm taking baby steps. So that's what I'm saying in these moments. And we recorded that video. We recorded the song, and it was so good that we in the house. At this point, I'm homeless, right? I don't got nowhere to go. I'm staying at my homie crib. I'm staying from crib to crib. Because I don't really have nobody at this moment. So the homie that opened his door for me at that moment, like he got a family in there. We in the where were we? We were in the west suburbs, Aurora. We out there, and he got a nice house. You know those houses in the in Aurora, it's big, and so he opened his door for me. Um, so after I recorded the song, he wanted to tell his family. He woke his family up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking about his mom, his auntie, his cousin. Like it's like six of them in there. He woke all of them up, had them come to the basement so they could hear the song. And then once they heard the song, they was like, what's the dance? So I did the dance with the song. They completely like, hey, this is gonna blow up. It's gonna change your life. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay, that's the confirmation. So he took it a step further. He like, bro, we can't wait to put this out. You got to put this out right now. So he called his cousin that lived around the corner at 6 o'clock in the morning to come record this video, and he came. So we recorded the video. That's when you see me. I'm in a basement. I got like the Chicago picture frame behind me. I got the Hollister jogging outfit on with the two kings and a queen shirt. That's his basement, right? So his cousin pulled up and he recorded that video. We put that video out at like 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Once we put that video out, I'll be maybe 2, 3 hours later. We like at 50,000 views. 4 hours later, 100,000 views. And I'm like, wait, what's happening? What's happening? Right? So, like, for me, no, I did not expect this song to be like that. I knew the vibe, I knew the energy because all the times we had performed it before in the past, before we was even that big, right? I see the reaction. So I knew like it was gonna be okay. It was gonna do decent. I knew people was gonna like it. But did I think that it was gonna shift the way it did? Man, no, never. Not in a million years. I come from the West Side, bro. People knew me because I danced, but I was a little lost boy going through so much, right? Mom not there, mom on drugs, lost like all the fun and energetic moments with her because drugs overtook her. Grandparents raised me. Grandfather died. They found him dead in the alley. His brain exploded. I think it's called a brain aneurysm. Grandma was left to take care of me and my two older sisters and my younger brother at the time, right? No help, no family, no financial. We struggled with her, right? She was like our anchor. She passed away. She died from cancer. You know what I'm saying? So they left me and my brothers and sisters to go stay with people we didn't really know like that. They was our family, but for real, they already had six other people in the house. And it's us five coming over there, right? There was no help. There was no love. And I end up getting kicked out the crib because we needed some help. So I started selling weed at an early age because that was the only quick money. I stayed on the block where the guys was at. They became my friends. They felt like family to me. So I just indulged in that. My auntie found the weed because I stayed on the block. They made me hold all the weed. She found it, threatened to flush it down the toilet, or I had to get out. I got out. When I left, I had nothing, nowhere to go. I was sleeping in cars, in abandoned buildings. I was sleeping in trap houses. I was sleeping in the craziest conditions. I was bouncing from place to place, but that was life for me. Right? So now I'm becoming like this guy where I walk down the street, you get cars and people pulling their cars over to hop out to take a picture. You know what I'm saying? To embrace me. I wasn't excited about the money that I was gonna make off that. I was just excited about finally being seen. I wanted to be seen. I felt so like in the shadow for so long, bro. I was just happy that I was getting the opportunity to be seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I talk a lot, bro, because I just got to get it out, bro. It was
No, man,
crazy.
that's all good, man. Like, dude, talk as much as you want to hear for real. Like, that's
No, I
your story,
appreciate you.
bro. Your story, bro. That's something that your story is something that like builds greatness, but also it's like it builds meaning too. Like, it's not just like about like the clout chasing or nothing like that. It's like genuinely love and like receiving love and giving that back to the community. Like, that's what you were doing, man. Like, that's
Yeah,
I just love that, bro. Thank you, bro. Like,
thank you,
that's all
bro.
I just
Thank
say,
you
man.
so much, bro.
That is actually beautiful. Like, I like that a lot.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yes, sir. You talked about how you went with the flow of your choreography for your dance, right? Do you do that with most of like your songs and dance moves? Like with your choreography, do you just kind of go with the flow and everything, or do you plan it
Yeah,
out?
like all the dances that I've made, I made D-Lo Shuffle. Then I made D-Lo Shuffle Part 2. D-Lo Shuffle Part 2 came just like how D-Lo Shuffle did. It was just like, it just happened. It was so natural, right? Made a song called Get Groovy. I kind of jotted that down. because I wanted to make sure do it like me, do it like me. I was driving out to college with my road manager at the time. I just was like, man, I got the shorties on lock. I want to expand. And I want to get like our crowd, like, and then people that's going to college. Because around this time, when I made Do It Like Me, it was 2019. I graduated high school in 2014. Would have been like a senior in college at this point. You know what I'm saying? So when I was making Do It Like Me, I was driving to one of these colleges in Springfield, um, and I was with my road manager. And I was like, man, I need to cater to our group. How can I do it? I remember like going to like the parties and all the fraternities and sororities, they was doing their thing, right? I remember that, and I always wanted to be a part of that so bad. Like, I watched the movies, I was at the parties, I was like, I need to be like in the fraternities, like so bad. I used to love it. I was infatuated with like the brotherhood aspect of it, right? Obviously, that never became my reality, but it clicked in my head. I went to a party out there and I paid attention to like, what's that one song that they play and they get crazy? And it was, um, what was it? It was, Nuck If You Buck, right? And they, when that song come on, the fraternities and sororities, they get like there are lines everywhere of them. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, cool. Now what I have to do is like just remake that song some way. Remake that song some way. So I was like, instead of me trying to separate the two, let me combine the two. Let me combine the two. So I put the Trinity dances, the whip, the nene, the bobbin, the drop, the hit the folks, right? I put all that on that beat because I knew all the kids was doing those dances, and I knew all the college team, whatever, they were loving that song. Put them together, and a billion streams, double platinum, Grammy nominated, Billboard Top 100. I was in the top 20 on the Billboard Top 100 chart. Like, mind blowing. I was in the top 10, actually. You feel me? And that wasn't that was the most creative I've gotten on like making a dance. Like, that was the most like I had to sit down and really think about it, piece it together. Everything else is just kind of like me doing it. That's my natural state, bopping. Like bopping was easy. Anything bopping was easy. But I had to really like dig deep to understand how to like make that make sense. You feel me?
I feel you, man. I feel you. Like that whole story, bro. When you go into like the flow of stuff, when you don't even have expectations, things usually like
Yo,
explode. You know what I'm saying? Or like when you don't like when you don't expect it to be one way and it goes
just
like
do it, man.
incredible.
What?
It's like
Come
what?
on. Come
It's
on,
just
bro.
beautiful how it explodes, and it's really just a blessing, honestly.
So good, bro. What?
You know,
What?
God's in the work when stuff like that happens, man.
So good, bro.
You've been at the top of like viral trends for a while now. How do you stay relevant in a world where the internet moves so fast?
Um, This might sound cliche, but I'm not doing what I do for like satisfaction of people to accept it. I'm doing what I do because that's my natural state. This is what I love doing. Once you put your heart into something, and you genuinely like giving it your all, if there's no like intentions, it works. It literally works. I don't be on the internet. Obviously, my profession requires me to post and all this, but me and my team bump heads all the time about the internet. And I think you post more. You got to be. And I'm like, hey, look, I like doing things in real time, in real life. Like if I post it and they see it, cool. If not, then I'm just different, man. My mind, I'm just completely against the fact that, not even the fact, I'm completely against the idea of having to like overly compensate the internet for people to see you. You know what I'm saying? If it's yours, God does not make it too hard. Obviously, you got to do the work to get there, but what's yours is yours. It's already written. He's already went ahead of you. It's cleared out. You know what I'm saying? killed all the parasites. So that's what he do. If you got faith, if your faith is aligned with that, you'll understand. Like, despite people and how they feel and how they look at things, what type of hey man, he is the ultimate. That's what we. That's the goal. The goal is to get to him, right? And it's just certain ways you got to move to do that. You feel me? And the internet is not my thing, and I just never really cared about the internet for real.
No, I understand, bro. Like, if you get too stuck on the internet, it kind of gets you in this mode where like you're doing it for the people and you're doing it for
It's a
everything
crazy
else
place, bro.
besides yourself, and like just it gets you stuck in your head. All you see is the numbers going, you know.
Yeah, it's a crazy place. It's a crazy place, bro. Remember, I used to like be so when I first was on the internet, I used to get so discouraged about like who I was as an artist because once the bopping era kind of slowed down and was this drill era was arising, everybody's mind energy was like so demonic to me, bro. It was like they were like they really were trying to put a nail in the bop era. Like they was making songs about it, making jokes about me and chemo and just crazy when that era was saving lives. That era was motivating people to like get together, have fun. That era was a different era, bro. Right? So when I was seeing people shit, when I was seeing people like I was like, what? Are y'all serious? And then a majority of the people I seen doing it, they were like once bop kings and bop queens, you know that. So for me, it kind of like it kind of gave me an idea of how people work. The devil come in and he have such a strong hold on the mind that he ultimately takes over the direction people go in, right? And it's important to equip yourself with the armor of God because the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He's selfish, right? He's a manipulator. He literally comes and make you think the worst of yourself, make you think the worst of your situations, not knowing God putting you through things to teach you, to build you, to get you prepared, right? He comes and really distorts all that and put a different logic on what that is, man. That's what the internet is. The internet is that, in my opinion. Might not be everybody else's opinion, but that's in the internet is such a easy place right now. I said you're trying to get over things, you're trying to build, you're trying to like I feel like the algorithms are created to keep you stagnant, right? The algorithms see it's weird. Yeah, all right. I'm sorry. I just can go
No,
forever about that, bro. But
no, you cooking, bro. You cooking, bro.
it don't make sense. The enemy has control over that stuff. I'm still learning. I'm new to my walking stage, right? But I'm aware. The more and more I'm studying my word, and that's the most important part of my walk, is me studying my word, understanding like to live what it is and what it ain't. The more and more I understand, I see it. I see it. It's being the spirit. It's identifying it every time. And us as a people, man, we just gotta build that community. We gotta build community where we can help people get to that place where they can identify. That's why community is so important. We gotta have community of people that's willing and able to help. You feel me? You gotta be surrounded by three people. One, somebody you can look up to that can pull you up when you're down. Two, somebody you can look down at that you can pull up when they need you. And three, somebody you can look at that you can hold accountable, that can hold you accountable because y'all on that same plateau. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know it's so far. Yeah.
That's a word right there. That's a word right there.
Yes,
Someone you can
sir.
look up to, someone you to look down to and pull you up, and then someone you to look eye to eye to, bro. That's a word, bro.
Come on, bro.
That's a
Come on, bro.
word. So how did coming from the streets of Chicago to going to a platinum selling artist influence you and teach you something about yourself?
Um, man. the streets of Chicago is that's a different animal. Living in the streets of Chicago is different, right? Especially like growing up in these streets alone, right? Learning from peers, no real guidance, no real guardianship. It's a different monster. And if you don't have the strength to like it'll devour you, right? Um, so that within itself. And then Chicago is so cultured, right? So keeping up with the culture of Chicago, that's a whole different conversation. Um, but just like coming from these streets, coming from my community, I'm from the west side of Chicago, the Austin area. So that's Chicago Avenue, and Larry, Leamington, Laverne, the L Town. That's what they call it, right? That's what we call it, L Town. Um, and L Town, man, really showed me so much, really gave me so much. My personality, I got D-Lo from there. You know what I'm saying? Um, Taught me about love. Taught me about just hustling. You from out west? Out west, there's a whole bunch of hustlers, man. You know what I'm saying? But just keeping that composure, you know what I'm saying? Being strong and just fighting, right? Making the best out of nothing. We was living in poverty, right? We had rats, roaches, bed bugs. You feel me? Like we didn't stay in the best. You feel me? We had to figure it out. So it it gave me the strength to like go through things, figure it out. Don't give up. Fight. Fight until ain't nothing left. You know what I'm saying? Even with love, right? You know, in situations like normally typical relationships, not even typical. Just certain people don't got that fight in them, right? And me, bro, my love is so. I got this strong love, bro, that I don't give up. It'd be like normal situations, people be here on me. I stay there. I feel like I always want to help build somebody. People that be like I've dealt with broken women before, right? I've been broken with these women. Like we come in this situation broken. But some reason, like my mind adjusts to like, let's fix you first. And while I'm fixing you, I'll get there, right? But as long as you okay, I'll be good. Like that's my love. My love just you first, right? I'm gonna protect, I'm gonna provide, I'm gonna give you everything you first. Right. So man, these streets, these out west streets just taught me how to fight. And out of everything, it's just fight, man, fight. Give it your all. Figure it out. Figure it out. You got to figure it out. Get through it. Overcome it. Try your hardest not to go back to it because if you go back to it, like you're gonna go through the same thing, right? Which is the typical logic for anything. But if you do go back through it, this time get through it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be stagnant because things happen. Right? We can't expect for things not to happen. Things happen. Some things be out of our control, but we do got certain control over certain things in that realm, right? So control those things and let everything else kind of, you feel me? So that West just made me a little like, you feel me? I hit the ground, bounce back up, dust the dirt off. I keep going. You know what I'm saying? And, and it's a reflection of my career, right? Think about DLOW Shuffle where it was. Think about doing like me where it was, right? I don't get paid from any one of those. Let me just tell you that. I was 18, I signed the deal. I don't get any checks from DLOW Shuffle or do it like me ever, right? Just imagine that. Just imagine that, bro, right? I should be making 50, $60,000 a month right now, a month, decent, right? That ain't my reality. That's not my reality. And normally in situations like that, they crash out. They become mentally whatever. They be against everybody, so mad at the world because I worked hard for that. I went on tour. I went on tour. I was doing shows. I was getting up 6, 7 in the morning, going at like, you know what I'm saying? I made money off my shows, but that's my creation, right? Those are my babies. You feel me? I don't get nothing from that, right? And like I said, that people be strung out on drugs, trying to decompress. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make the pain go away. Take that off their mind, right? People be angry at the world. People be so aggressive. So you got all this drill music. This drill music don't come because these shorties ain't got no knowledge and they just stupid. These shorties been through something. And they angry because they don't have the resources or the people or the community to help them overcome. So they do it themselves. And their way of doing it is like, I gotta protect me. It's not the best way to go about it, right? But that's all they know. That's all they grew up around. That's became they reality. That's the norm. We condemning them because they doing that, but we gotta just help. We gotta provide the resource. I'm in the trenches, brother. I'm in the projects. I'm in the worst neighborhoods. I'm putting up everywhere, providing resources for anybody. I'm not scared. If what God has me and I gotta do God's work, you think Jesus hesitated when he went into these broken villages, when he went into these demonic places? He didn't hesitate. He went in there 10 toes. Hey, what's happening? Okay, this what it is. We're gonna change this like that. Y'all right here. That come on. That's the vibe. You feel me? So, and all in all, these streets just made me like I'm cut different, right? 10 toes. I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready to fight. I've been fighting my whole life. I've been fighting. I've been fighting, brother. I've been fighting, right? I've been fighting because I got a different type of like, you feel me? And then I've allowed God full control. Outside of the fight that I already have within myself, Him blessing me with the Holy Spirit, bro. That armor, that fight is, hey, like it's different. I'm ready for anything, any challenge. I'm ready to go hands on. I'm ready to. I'm my biggest goal, bro, is to learn how to help people, learn how to love people, and give people that real hand, right? That real hand. Oh, bro, I'll do anything for anybody. I don't care who you are. My intention is not to like it. My satisfaction comes from like seeing you get a step further. Because I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. If I don't got nothing, I'm gonna be okay, bro. But as long as I got the power and the will to just help people, help us, help society, I'm good. I'm good. That's all I want. That's all I want, bro. So yeah, out west made me. I'm just cut a little different. You know what I'm saying? I got get that you feel me?
Dude, that's all incredible, honestly, bro. Because it's what you were meant to go through, like being out west in Chicago, bro. Like living through what you went through, all your different experiences were there in order to make you who you are, bro. To
Tell you, bro.
align you with your calling, bro. Like so, it was all perfect, and like the fact that like you're able to not like be like defiant of the world or like angry at the world and like lash out in different ways, bro, but you actually accept it and like you control it and control yourself, bro. Like that is power, bro. That's the
Come
true
on,
strength, bro. That's the
come
true
on, bro.
mentality that you need to be an actual like dog and get stuff done to help people, bro. The
Appreciate
selflessness,
that.
bro, that's what makes a man, bro. So like
Tell you,
real talk, bro. Real talk, bro.
say
Like
it,
you
bro.
got you one, bro. You got you
Say
one.
it, bro. I appreciate you, bro. For real, I
Most
appreciate you.
definitely.
Come on, man. That's the work, bro. God is good,
Yeah,
man.
God is good.
Man, and once he identify your direction, once he show you the way, bro, you just gotta go. Never thought I'd be a teacher. Hey, bro, I get up every day at 6, sometimes 5:30 in the morning, 6. I gotta be at work at 7:30 every day. My kids get to school, they make it there at 8. We in there from 8 to 2 p.m. in a therapeutic day setting, right? Dealing with so many different emotions, dealing with so many different traumas, dealing with so many different kids that ain't never had nobody to really like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, that's my calling. I've been a people person. If you ask anybody in the world that really know me, they know how people oriented I am. They know that I continuously, like always and will forever, put people first, right? And it was like I was doing shows and stuff, right? I was doing events and stuff, and I was like, how do I leave a real impact? Right? Where's the real impact come from? I'm doing these shows, taking pictures, giving hugs, and that is impactful, right? But like, how do I sustain like consistency with that? That's not it. I can go to New York today, do a show, and don't go to New York for another year, right? And never see them no more. Never have a. So how can I stop doing that? How can I stop just having this momentary, like, all right, cool, Father, I'm praying, right? You know the stronghold that this me chasing the success of DLOW has on me, Father. If that's not what it is for me right now, please show me. Show me. Hey, my YouTube channel got deleted indefinitely, right? That's what Do It Like Me on it. Almost 300 million views. DLOW Shuffle on it. That's for all my millions, hundreds of millions of views gone. I'm like, okay, okay, all right. At first I was like hesitant, like, wait, okay, was that a sign? Is that okay? So then he showed me another one. I uploaded music on Apple Music. All my music disappeared, right? And I'm like, okay, Father, right? I prayed, I asked you to show me a way because you know what this chasing this success of D-Low's been doing to me, right? I was smoking, I was drinking, I was depressed, I was suicidal because I couldn't believe that I was in the space of life I was in when I was just at a high. I was at a high. I was traveling every week. I was making money. I was just, I was just, it was so good to me, right? So I asked him to identify it. And he did. He took my YouTube, took my Apple Music away. My events slowed down, almost came to a complete stop, right? And then out of the blue, I get a call. Hey man, I got a position at this school for you to be the physical education, dance, and music instructor. Whoa, we pay you this, da da da. I need stability at this point. Like naturally, I'm drained too, right? I need stability at this point. So I'm like, cool, all right, Father, I see it, I see it. So I stepped into that. Hey yo, brother, aside of it being so soothing to me, cause I love kids, bro. I got a 7-year old son. You know what I'm saying? DJ, he a junior. He named after me. He my heart. That's my soul. But my love for kids, bro, I love kids more than I love almost anything else in life. You feel me? So to be able to be there every day and be a part of these kids' life, it's fulfilling to me, right? But the resources, the structure that we helping them create, right? My school is an entrepreneurship school. We teaching them the skills, personal care, how to make bath and body bombs, lotions, essential oils, how to grow their own garden, bro. We teaching them industrial skills, laser cutting, 3D print, right? We teaching them fashion skills on embroidery machines, sewing, whatever. It's like, brother, and we giving them business plans. We helping them come up with their own business. I got a kid that played the guitar. He created guitar picks, right? He about to go selling them. We about to put these in stores, right? I got another kid that just got CPS just they gonna pay my student to make 10,000 units of body spray. So he created 4 different body sprays, and CPS is now one of his vendors. You know what I'm saying? It's like the things that we creating, like it's crazy. It's crazy, brother. It's crazy. One of my other kids, he like is a gaming fanatic. He has these anime books. He reading them all day. We about to help him open up a game store. You know what I'm saying? An anime game store. So it's like the resources that we able to like give these kids is out of this world, right? So, man, it's just a blessing all in all, bro.
All in, dude, all in all, that is a blessing, bro. And the fact that you even in your own element while doing it all, when you thought that like the music, the dance, and all the fame and stuff, you thought that was like what it was gonna be, but then You have God actually let you know like where you at. Now you feel good. Now you comfortable. Now you happy. Now
brother,
you humble.
brother. Oh my God! And it's just like, bro, like he gave me D-Lo Shuffle and Do It Like Me as a way to fulfill my will. I wasn't there mentally. I was too distracted. I was spending my money on the dumbest things. I was giving people money unrighteously, bro. I was indulging in things that did not make sense. I was a good person. I had a good heart. I still was praying and stuff, but I didn't know who God was for real, bro. I didn't understand the word. So, excuse me, I asked for him to show me. So he was like, okay, I gave it to you this way to see what you would do with it. Not saying you did nothing wrong with it, but you don't understand yet, son. All right, cool. So I'm such a good father that instead of making you go through this thing and prolonging it, I'm gonna stop it right here and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna just give it to you. This is where you need to be, right? This is gonna be fruitful for you if you trust me. Only if you trust me. Only if you understand that I will never forsake you. I will never tempt you. I will never put you in situations that don't make you stronger. I'm not trying to tear you down, son. I'm trying to make you stronger and I'm trying to help you see. I want you to see like I see. Right? I want you to love how I love. You know what I'm saying? So here's the starting point right here. Here's the starting point for you right here, son. Do what I've called you to do. And you know what it is. Do the work. So I'm doing the work. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. I fall into temptation here and there, but God never judged us off that, right? He wants us to repent. Repent is a military term for about face. Military people that about face completely turn around and go the other way. They don't even look back. That's what repenting is. He wants us to repent, right? Trust him, die to our flesh, and pick up our cross every day. That's what we need to do every day, brother. Right? So man, he doing it for me. He's putting me right there. He's like, hey, here it is, and I'm seeing it, and I'm moving off that. I'm moving off that, bro.
Dude, keep moving, man. Keep moving, man. Like this is a word, bro. This is just a word, bro. Like this is a word. This is a word. That's all I have to say. This is a word. Like people need to hear this stuff, bro. Like this is actually touching the like spirits. People who don't even like know where to go, people who feel like they're stuck in one way or like they have this one route that they have to take or something, bro. Like there's always a way to go through God, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, 100%, bro.
He's always there for you no matter
No
what.
matter what, bro. No matter what, bro. And he's so good, so patient. We serve. I've been writing, right. I do a lot of Christian rap now. Let go of the worldly music. I am strictly like making my music based on him. And line in one of my songs that I'm about to drop, I said, "We serve a patient God that'll wait till you get it right, right? He ain't gon' he gonna wait till you get it right. He ain't looking for you to get it wrong. He know that you ain't gonna be perfect at it, but he is waiting until you get it right, and he gonna guide you through it. He gonna make sure you get it right, man. This is what he do. That's who he is, man. That's exactly who he is. I love him. I'm so grateful to know him, man. I'm grateful.
This is beautiful, brother. This is
That's
actually
amazing.
beautiful.
That's amazing, bro.
Let's cover more of your mindset, faith, and identity. So, your name, I am DLOW, stands for I am determined, loyal, optimistic, and willing to learn.
Yes,
Which
sir.
word right now stands out to you the most and why?
Um, him, him. Just because Jesus told his disciples, that's what Jesus told the people. I am. I am God. I am the Messiah. I am the truth. Right? I am. I am. I am loyal. I am optimistic. I am willing to learn. I am God's son. I am a vessel. I am so many different things. Right? But I am stands out to me the most.
So, have you struggled with self doubt and pressure to be perfect a lot? And how do you quiet or handle that inner noise?
I have struggled with self doubt a lot in my life. just not being sure, not having that reassurance. You know, some people grow up with like people encouraging them. Like, you this, you so good at this, you this, and you. I never had that, right? So a lot of my like the root for myself a lot. I had to like motivate myself a lot, and I feel like I failed a lot of things because I was so in my head about it. You know what I'm saying? I've missed out on opportunities because I doubted myself in those moments. Yeah, I missed out on some good relationships because I doubted the man that I can be for that person because I was intimidated on what I seen. Like, man, hey, she ain't ready for all that yet. I ain't got this. I won't be able, you know what I'm saying? But not allowing who I am internally to like, flourish. And the only way I overcame that was to figure out who I was through Christ, man. And no, that's just my answer for everything. Like that was the only way I was able to like truly step out of that was to let go of who I thought I was, let go of how seen myself, and just relied on how God seen me, who God said I was. Right? Let God give me the confidence needed for real. Yeah.
Covering more of like your roots, family, and your influence, was there someone who believed in you before the world did? And what would you say to them now?
Was there somebody that believed in me before the world did? And what would I say to them now? That's a great question. Um, this is a message to this is a message for myself. Because before the world even got a wind to who I was, to like maneuver through so much. Obviously, I want to give first credit to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I want to thank God for me, for allowing me, for giving me. Without him, I wouldn't be here. But first and foremost, he's always took a chance on me. He's always took a chance on me. And that's first and foremost. But when it comes to humans, people, right? I gotta give myself that. I took a chance on me. I was there for me. I went through everything with myself. You understand me? A lot of people came and went. A lot of people were involved, but I've been here for me since day one, right? When I was in that abandoned building, I held myself. I got up. I made sure I was okay. When I became DLOW, I made it my obligation, my duty to work, to get it done. When I lost everything and everybody went incognito, I stayed true to me. I kept fighting. When I lost my mom and I became depressed and suicidal, I fought that urge. When I had this addiction, I was addicted to ecstasy, bro. When I had that addiction, I fought that off, brother. Right? So all in all, I gotta give myself the credit because I've never done that before. I feel like it was so like, who does that? But anybody that's really weathered the storm, anybody that's really overcame and fought so hard to not die, to not become whatever, man, like give y'all self that credit. Because ultimately you gotta do the work. You gotta get up every day. You gotta go through life, just going through it, not knowing, not having a clue. But man, once again, once you embrace, once you embrace God, once you embrace God, bro, and you allow him in, the rest is history. The rest is history. So I got to give myself that. I gotta give myself that 100%, bro.
I love that, bro. You're just like the self love, bro. That's speaking to me, man.
Come on, man. Appreciate
And
that, bro.
that's the real, honestly, bro. Like
It
I
ain't no
wasn't
other way
expecting
around
that
it. You
answer. I
know what
wasn't
I'm
even
saying?
expecting that answer. I'm not gonna lie, but like that makes it all the more powerful because like so many people will often like lean on someone else or lean on something else. And I'm not saying that's a problem, but I'm saying like the self accountability aspect of it is such a powerful thing. You
It
understand?
is. It is,
Like
bro.
like that's
It
that's just
is.
great,
It
bro.
is 100%, bro. That's what a lot of people don't do. A lot of people don't give themselves credit. People don't
Mm-hmm.
give themselves grace. A lot of people are so hard on themselves because they not what they think they should be. But they don't give themselves enough credit for where they are. It take you a minute to get right here. It might not be fulfilling to like your flesh, but give your soul some credit for enduring. So I'm gonna have that balance. I'm gonna have that stamina, right? To keep running. It's a turtle, right? You know what I'm saying? So it takes stamina just to have that long win. So give yourself some credit for just where you are right now. Because there's a lot of people that didn't make it here. There's a lot of people still fighting to like get right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in my own car. I got my own clothes on. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my own phone. You feel me? Ain't got much, but I got enough. And God is so good. God is so good. And it makes me emotional when I think about it, man, because I can be, bro, man, I can be in the pit. You feel me? I can be at the bottom of the bottom. And I was so selfish for so long, so mad that I ain't got this or I ain't got that or I'm not here or I'm not there, brother. I am in good shape. I can walk, I can talk. I'm breathing. I'm here, man. And I'm fulfilled with the spirit. And God has been like showing me miracles, man. He's been showing me miracles that I didn't even know existed. You know what I'm saying? Like, Art is healthy. My brothers and sisters are healthy. Community is thriving. My kids at school overcoming. They just getting better, man. They're getting better every day. We getting better every day. I was on social media and I'm seeing, man, the churches is becoming new nightclubs, man. You feel me? People are aligning themselves for Christ, bro. God is God is good. Jesus is on his way, and the people feel it. The people feel it, and he are winning so many souls, man. And it makes me so emotional because I love God so much, man. And I'm so happy once again for the 100th time. I'm just so happy that he chooses me. He chooses me. He pulled me in the pit, brother, and allowed me a new beginning. He allowed me strength. He allowed me strength, brother, because I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I didn't know if I can do it. I wanted to die, man. I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to give up. I was empty. I was lonely. I was lost. And every day, still right now to this day, every day, I'm trying to figure out a way to fight. You feel me? Still fight because I still fall victim to those mental strongholds. I still fall victim to the enemy telling me who I'm not, how I'm not. It's hard for me to go to work some days because I'm like, I can't believe I'm working, brother. But God is so much stronger than all that, man. God, the gift of the Holy Spirit, the gift of that anointing is so much powerful than we even know. But we just gotta align ourselves. We gotta be able to like take it. We gotta be able to take it, bro. And we gotta be able to live in the moment and stop worrying about what's next. And the Bible said, don't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow will worry about itself. You feel me? We gotta live for today. A quote I told everybody. I live by this quote, and it just makes so much sense. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present, right? We can never relive yesterday. Nothing will ever happen the same. Tomorrow is not promised. That's why God say, don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will worry about itself. But today, while we alive in this moment, we got to take advantage. We got to take advantage of his creation. We got to take advantage of having access to his spirit. We got to let his spirit fill us, and we got to give that back. The second commandment in the Bible, we got to love our neighbors like we love ourselves. It's all about the love we give to people. We're not living for us. We're not living here for self-satisfaction. We living here to spread the glory, the good, the gospel of how God works and how good he is. Because we shoot for eternity. Right here is just momentarily. The Bible, basic instructions before leaving earth. Right? It's right there. He's giving us the key on how to live so we can claim our seat. Right? But that's only for the ones that believe that it's a seat to claim. Right? That's it. That's the reality. Like the mindset. Sorry. That's just the mindset, bro.
Dude, nah, yeah, bro, yeah, bro. Like, I just gotta take a moment, honestly. Like, yeah, bro, that's so real.
Yeah.
It don't even get realer than that, man. So covering more on that though, like mental health wise, people always think like, or often think at least, that success can equal peace. Because if like they get a certain amount of money, then they're going to be able to be like this or feel this way. But that's not how simple it is. How do you protect your own mental health from the things that may come and attack you?
Yeah. That's a great question. Really just understanding boundaries, right? Understanding the things that get me to a certain level, understanding the people that get me to certain places, understanding the situation and the growth. Right? Those become my boundaries. Those become the things that I know and not indulge in. The people that I know, I can't really that close to me. Right? Still love them, you know. You gotta turn out to speak, right? Don't necessarily mean you gotta go the way. Just like understand, like have grace for people, have grace for situations, right? And that was a big part of me really like structuring my mental health. 'Cause like I said, I battle with depression, anxiety, suicide. Like I've dealt with those things, but the only way that I was able to like overcome was to just allow grace, understanding and defining what grace is, and looking at situations with that logic. Like, that's just what it is. Like, he broke my heart because he don't really know no better. He grew up in a broken home, don't got a father. Mom was in the streets doing whatever. You know, she act like that. That's why she's so aggressive because she just wants some love. She don't know how to receive it or ask for it. So let me approach it differently and give her love. Now we're on the same plateau, right? Bro, he didn't lie to me. He didn't rub me behind my back. You feel me? I done gave him shoes, clothes, money to be okay. He done tarnished all that, whatever. But let's have grace for him, right? He comes from poverty. He come from a community of all people ever did to him was backstab him, talk about him, lie to him. That became his norm. Let's have grace for him and kind of critique him and restructure him, show him that it is real genuine love out here. It is brotherhood out here that's shaped different, that looks different, that feels different. Here it is. Even though you've burnt me 100 times, hey, I'll pour water on you and put that fire where you can be cool. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, just that's what helped me mentally, helped me grow out of those mental strongholds. Just approaching things with a different mindset, right? Understanding where I came from and the things that I endured. Though that was my reality for a long period of time. And I'm like, man, I gotta give myself grace. Even self grace is the most important. I gotta give myself grace. I know what I've been through, and I see me projecting that into society, projecting that on people. Right? So let me approach it differently, right? Let me not give what I've been given, but let me try to give something different than that. And then, bro, the pieces of the puzzle will start connecting and it'll be more fruitful. So for me, for anybody that's watching this, just look at things from with a different heart. And it's easier said than done, but that's what it work. You got to do the work, right? I mean, You just got to. No matter who you is, no matter who you are, no matter what the circumstances is, like only way certain things will get different is if you do the work, right? It's like you going to school. You got the lesson plan, but if you don't do it, you don't get a good grade. If you don't do it, you don't graduate. If you don't do it, you be so far behind, and now you got to play catch up. It's the same thing in life. God gives you the plan. God puts it in the simplest form. You just got to do the work. The application process, right? You want a job, you got to go fill out the application. To the same thing in life. You want life to be a certain type of way. You trying to get a certain position in life, you got to go through the application process, right? And you are in control. And that's just how we got to look at it.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. All the way. 100%, man.
Come on, bro.
When you're going through like tough times or something, or just anything that may come up, like, do you turn to dance? Do you turn to music? I know for sure you turn to prayer because you
Yes, sir.
that's a must. But do you turn to those other things as well too, as like kind of a way to let out your passion?
I mean, I honestly been transparent. I used to turn to dance majority of the time. That's how I got into dance. Dance was my therapy. Myself never took a dance class or had no dance team. Everything that I know, I just was self-taught. So it definitely used to be dance. Of course, now prayer is my number one go-to, and I'm finding that love for music and dance again, right? Because I've lost it. Being honest, I've lost it over the courses of the years because of everything that I was going through with it. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't been dancing as much or making as much music, but I'm back making music, right? And my goal is to get back dancing and letting that be my outlet as well. But right now it's just prayer and music. And I think my real sources of release and one of them I just got into it, but it's just so therapeutic for me. I like to bowl. I bowl a lot. Like bowling is real therapeutic for me. It's one of my go-tos. And playing pickleball, man. Yeah, I've been playing pickleball a lot. That's been my release. And one since I was a shorty, since I was a shorty, man, I like cleaning. When I get into like a mode or I gotta clean up, bro. I want to just clean. I'll clean somebody's whole house, just releasing and letting that energy get up out of me. You know what I'm
Dude, that's cool. I actually like that like bowling. That actually like bowling's actually so much fun too. To just
saying?
like
Man, what?
I don't know. It's something about it, right?
It's
Like something
amazing,
about
bro.
bowling.
Bro, it's amazing, bro. I love it. Love it 100%, man. That's my thing. I haven't bowled a 300 yet, but I got close. I'm getting closer and closer, bro.
Might have to become a professional or something, you know. Just
Yeah, yeah.
culturally, like in the Chicago scene and throughout just culture in general, you're a powerful voice for anti-violence movements. So, what role do you believe that music and dance play into the healing different communities?
Man, music is the voice, right? A lot of these shorties, a lot of people express themselves through the music they make. Music is a key factor of expression right now. In this day and age, in this time, even music is like a therapist, right? That microphone is a therapist. You just going in there and you just letting it out. You feel me? And dancing has become like, look at it. TikTok, TikTok, brother. Come on, dancing. These are full forms of communication, bro. These are forms of communication. So they are the factors, right? If you can compare it to anything else, what else has that much of an influence on people? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, like
they,
none else really come close to it.
you
Music
feel
is
me?
so intertwined with like humans. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
gonna be forever like that though, bro. That's how we connect with each other. Cause it's relatable. You gonna say something that I've been wanting to say. You gonna express how you feel. I've been feeling that way. I just never had the words. I never had the words, and you just became my voice. That's how these artists become. That's why people love certain artists, right? I mean, you an example. At a period in my time, a period, I was so I was so man grateful for Rod Wave, right? This before I turned my life, right? But Rod Wave was my voice. Everything that he was singing about, right? That's who I just never had the words, right? And it made me so infatuated with him that every day I'm playing him, every moment, every second, find myself just in random settings reciting his words. You feel me? So yeah, music is definitely it's gonna be one of those things forever, bro.
Yeah, music's infinite, man. And like for everybody who's making music or just creative in general, like how can people actually use their gifts to make a change in the world rather than just chasing clout?
Man, what just my method was like I'm gonna use dance, bring people together. So I created a line dance. I could have made like any other dance song, but the song that I decided to make, I used it with the mindset of like people gonna have to they gonna have to come together and do this. They gonna have to come together and have a good time with this. So I just think you just got to be strategic on the message you want to put out. Even if that song don't have a message to it, once that song catches whatever, you can create the message and center it around it.
Some more fun questions real quick just to throw in here.
Yep.
If you had to dance battle your past self in a dance off, which version of yourself do you think will win?
If I had to dance from my version now to
Yeah.
my past self smoke me now. What? Hey, hey, my past self was different. Hey, it was different. It was different. I really don't know like where I am with that because like I said, I haven't really been like going crazy on the dancing, but I'm about to get back in the lab. Today motivated me. Today was like that reassurance, like, all right, brother, it's time for you to start back cooking. Right. So I'm about to get back in the lab. I'm gonna get back in the lab. But my past self for sure.
Yeah, we definitely want to see D-Lo get bad G with it. You feel me? We definitely
What?
do.
It's time to get it, bro.
Most definitely. Ain't no time like the present. Ain't no time like the present.
Yeah.
Who are your top three artists on your playlist? No skipping.
Gene. It's crazy because all I've been listening to is Christian rap, bro. Red Tips, Alex Jean, and Maverick City.
Fire, bro, fire.
No skips.
Which one's your favorite album?
Alex Jean, my boy.
It's fire.
That's my boy. He get me through, bro.
I know you talked about you like bowling and you're a teacher, but do you have any other hidden talents or like skills that people would be shocked about to like know about you?
Not for real, man. Bowl, I play pickleball, teacher, got dance,
You're
rap.
multi-talented for real. I'm not even gonna lie. Like you got some
I'm
stuff
grateful for that,
under your
bro.
belt.
Like I'm a handy man. Like building things, like constructing things. I like using my hands, bro. Yeah, it ain't. I mean, yeah, I'm not a magician or nothing like that. But yeah, those my little attributes, bro.
Would you ever design your own clothing line? And like, what would the vibe be of it?
I'm creating a clothing line called Optimistic Dance, Active, and Fitness Wear for women. inspired by my mom because I feel like she struggled with self-love. She struggled with like just believing that any goal she set for herself that she can achieve. So it's just geared around that. You know what I'm saying? And I just I'm doing like dancing with D-Lo, a cardio fitness 3 day a week thing where we can start putting some action behind being optimistic about where we headed. Right. So in inspiration of my mom, just that clothing line with that cardio dance class together for women to just helping them achieve, helping them get out there. Because sometimes they need that push. Not sometimes some women need that push. They need that love. They need to know how beautiful they are. They need to know that it's possible and they can do it. And then I'm dropping my I am Christian clothing line. Um, so, like I said, the I am, I told you I wrote it down in my notes about like the meaning, how substantial it is to me. So, I'm working on some pieces for that. So, I am actually about to start dropping the clothing line, bro.
Beautiful,
Thank you
bro.
for bringing that up.
Of course, man. Where can people get more information about that clothing line that you dropping or like check it out when it
Um,
releases?
I'm, I'm gonna be dropping some information on my social media platform. um, Instagram, my TikTok, my Facebook. Ultimately, I'm gonna be dropping a website centered around it. I'm working on that right now. But yeah, all my social media, I am DLOW, DLOW, inspired by my mom, but a present from my grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
So yeah, just be on the lookout, y'all.
So, besides your clothing line, is there any other big move that you're working on that people should look out for?
Um, yes, actually. This is something that I've been keeping close to me, but we right here, and I feel like it's the perfect time for me to express it. But I am soon about to be dropping a card game called The Shuffle. Yeah, and I want to put too much out there because I'm still constructing it. But it's gonna be a fun, family-oriented game, bro, and it's gonna be so good. Okay, y'all, it's gonna be so good. It's called The Shuffle. Brought to you by DLOW Shuffle. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my highs. That's one of my highs right there, bro.
All right, perfect. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not even gonna lie. I
It's gonna
grew
be
up
crazy.
I grew up with card games, man. Like the Yu-Gi-Ohs, the Pokemon, bro. Like, I love me some card games, bro. I'm gonna enjoy that.
Hmm. Appreciate that, bro.
For everyone watching, where can people find you and stream your music and support what you're doing next?
Once again, y'all can find me everywhere on all platforms under I am DLOW. About to drop a little EP, right? Stepping into this new sound, sound that I'm creating, um, and really taking my Christian journey to the next level. Um, so yeah, any updates on me, any music drops, any video drops, anything about my merchandise, it's just I'm gonna keep y'all updated on the socials.
If we were to fast forward about like 10 years from now, what do you want your legacy to be beyond like music and dance?
Um, uh, just my legacy. I just want my legacy to be he was just for the people. You know what I'm saying? He followed God's will. He followed God's way. He listened to God's word. He applied it, and he was just for the people, helping build the people, helping people overcome, just changing lives, bro. That's it.
That's what you're doing, man. That's what you're doing. That's what I saw from
Appreciate
you
you.
when I met you, bro. Like you was into it with your dances and everything, and like how the kids were just so like excited when you were there, and just to be around you, bro.
Come
Like
on,
you were doing your thing, bro. Like
come on,
please,
bro.
please, please, just keep being you. That's all. Keep following God's message and just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Really,
Appreciate that, bro, so much.
of course, man.
Appreciate you so much,
I
bro.
appreciate you too, bro. If 13-year-old DLOW was able to watch this episode right now, what would you say to him?
I'm proud of you. Proud of you, bro. See your growth. To see the fight. See your heart. You doing great, man. Keep going. Keep going.
Awesome. And our final question for you, DLOW. What is your next breath? Meaning your next dream, next moment, or next message that you would like to share to change the game or change lives?
Honestly, man, I'm not worried about my next move. I'm just letting God have full control. Wherever He take me, that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna fulfill my obligation in that space. Only thing that I'm always looking forward to every day when I wake up. Two things. One, loving God. Two, loving people. I don't have any like pre-arranged in anything. I'm walking by faith and I'm allowing Him to place me where I need to be. And if I'm in an environment and whatever comes out of the environment, I know it's from God. So a year from now, 2 years, 10 years from now, wherever it is that God lead me, that's where I'm gonna be. No, I can't even tell you, and I don't even want control over that. You feel me? I trust Him so much that I know He won't put me nowhere that I don't need to be. So that's just that's my reality.
He won't give you none you can't handle and nowhere that he don't want you to be at. That's the real.
And, yeah, bro.
Hey, but with that, our time together has come to an end. DLOW, thank you so much for this incredible conversation. Honestly, your story, heart, and hustle are truly an inspiration, man. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for this platform. I'm praying the blood of Jesus over it that it becomes iHeartRadio, and that
Mm,
it becomes the next Breakfast Club, right? In a way that doesn't tear people down or make them vulnerable to the point where they're exposing themselves, but it makes them vulnerable to the point that they expose the goodness of God in their life.
yes.
Right? I'm praying for you, bro, and I'm grateful. Thank you for having me today. Thank you for your time. And I know time is something we can never get back. It's the best gift you can give. Time is the essence of true love. So thank you for your time, brother. Thank you for allowing me on your platform. Thank you for trusting in me just to have these courageous conversations. You feel me? Um, Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you for you, your energy, your questions, um, your posture, bro. Thank you. You amazing. And I feel the presence of the Lord inside you, bro. And He want to use you to do big things, greater things. He want to use you to have those conversations, bro. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Step into it. Don't worry about why you there. Don't worry about who it is. God is gonna purify it, right? And it's you, bro. It's you. You got it. You got it 100%.
Thank you so much for that word, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Yes,
And
sir.
thank everyone for watching and listening and supporting the Next Breath podcast. If this episode moved you or taught you something or it just made you feel seen, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. It's always been a privilege to spotlight today's guests, talent, passion, and resilience. Make sure that you stream I Am DLOW on all platforms and follow his journey on all social media platforms. And a special thanks to the Support Excellence Initiative for providing the space and platform to elevate the voices of tomorrow and remind us to keep reaching for greatness. This is the Next Breath podcast, and together we're breathing life into the future of the next generation. Until next time, keep dreaming and keep building and never, ever stop believing. I'm your host, Matthew Bell, signing off.